Hello and welcome back to the Adventures of Zulxochi. Where we last left off, we made our way to the ruins of South Shore, where I think we're gonna be busy with some more dirty business, considering, well, that looks like there's a lot of, well, garbage. So let's go do something about it.
Speak quickly.
Another interruption. How am I supposed to get work done like this? Don't answer that. Do I look as if I care what you have to say? If we are to ever get this place cleaned up and expand our empire, I will need absolute silence. The organ situation hasn't gotten any better, and Helcula is really creeping me out. Studies in lethality. We use a fairly potent strain of blight against the humans of South Shore. As you can see, it worked. The trouble with blight use, though, is that blight tends to stick around after it's served its purpose. What I need from you is to take this testing kit, get out into the field to get a lethality count from the blight slimes that we've released into the area. Use the lethality analyzer on the blight slimes, sweeping the slime pools. Come back to me when you have some solid data. Recover 250 blight samples.
Victory for Sylvanus.
Recycling. It's all the craze these days. The Banshee Queen has decreed that we must conserve if we are to prosper as a people. Everyone must do their part, right? With that said, you will be doing our part for us. There are likely thousands of blight bits and pieces all over South Shore. We can reuse those canisters for more blight bombing goodness. Just head into the ruins there and here and pick up whatever you can find.
Trust no one.
Now, Helcular. Helcular's rod giveth. To think I, a master of necromancy, trained by Kel'Thuzad himself, was reduced to nothing more than a corpse in a grave. Thankfully, my astute apprentice, Thyvad, managed to find a group of heroes to recover this. Helcular whips out his rod. Please put that away, Helcular. I am not interested. It is through the power of this rod that I was reborn. The rod giveth, and a rod taketh away. Take it now and use it to empower our Dark Rangers battling the Worgen in the field north of us. Renew their vigor with my rod. And he has an other rod. Well, Hercules, command. Our Dark Rangers search the fields for Worgen terrorists. These Worgen have been sent out by their Dark Masters to hunt and kill us. And though a Dark Ranger is a formidable combatant, the Worgen often attack in packs, which can overwhelm the Dark Ranger. Search the fields around the ruins South Shore for Bloodfang Forsaken hunters. Kill any that you see, for the Forsaken and for Lordaeron. Okay, dokie. Wow. We will use the rod. I don't think that is a phrase Zulxochi will be saying often. Hey, get back here. Don't run away from me. Right. Well. Okay.
I need to target something.
There we go.
I listen.
There we go. Excuse me, sir. You can't just... Ow. The blighter stunned me. There we go. Oh, Yetimus the Yeti Lord. Things that we will not be fighting. Lordaeron is ours. Well, yeah, technically speaking, it is. Huh. Another Zandalari. This time a shaman. Nice to see a fellow countryman out here. Riding a fox. I still don't have that fox mount. Should go and find that one at some point. Now then, let's see. See, there are other people currently busy. A warlock over there. That's okay. We will get the credit for the ones they kill. Oh, there's another one over there.
Closer.
And... whack! Oh, no, 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 no. Just a quick wander around, and you are not empowered. We'll use the rod. There we go. Okay, this ranger. And then... oh! Well. How incredibly convenient.
My arrows strike true.
I want to target the ranger, not the spider. Right. Now then. Honestly. Okay, you can just bleed out like that. Nom 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 nom. Well, that takes care of all of those. We can turn this in at Helcular. In time, we will rebuild this place and restore it to its former glory, minus all of the annoying humans. I said the rod giveth to our dark rangers and doth take it away from our enemy. We should have killed Bloodfang and Silverpine. It's a shame he still lives. It's an even bigger shame that we have to, It's an even bigger shame that we, as of yet, have been unable to turn Worgen into undead. Surely there's a way. Can you smell what the Luktar's cooking? Shortly before you arrived, an orc flew in upon a frostworm and demanded that I direct him to where the newbies were hanging out. Uncertain as to the vernacular, I told him to fulfill his duty as a member of the Horde and deal with the Worgen threat of the area. He grumbled something about what the Luktar was cooking, and headed south to the docks. Ordinarily, I wouldn't care about whether or not an orc went missing, but I am genuinely curious about what the Luktar might be cooking. Find out. Right, well, we'll discover that, but first we have some slime samples to collect. So we will... Suck up the slimes! Oh hey, and there's a canister. Blight slimes are beginning to react negatively towards your prodding. All these dead cows and maggots everywhere. Did you really have to kill the slime that I was sampling, madam? Honestly. What's the level 120 Tauren doing over here anyway? Why is she killing the slimes? Well, retrieve the blight canisters. Pet? What? These ones drop a pet? I doubt it. Ah. Oh yeah, the oozing bag. I didn't realize these ones dropped the oozing bag. Seems the slimes have taken offense.
I require a target.
Let's see. These blight slimes seem to be fairly angry. They even got a faint outline of an angry humanoid face in their ectoplasm. You don't think Henot would be too happy about having non-compliant slimes working the slime pools? Kill any angry blight slimes that you see and try to get a lock on the breeding pool. Sure. All signs indicate to a breeding pool being inside the ruined town hall. You'll need to investigate. Trail of filth. Kill Chet the slime breeder. Trail of filth and anger leads into the ruined town hall. Surely there is a slime breeding pool inside the structure. Fight your way inside and deal with whatever angry slime breeder that you encounter. Should you succeed, search Hernot at the ruins of South Shore will surely want to hear about it. Suggested players too. I am fairly confident I can do this by myself. Yeah, easy. Easy peasy.
I need to target something first.
There we go. That seems good. Now, let's see, where were we? There was more slime samples to collect. And so we will continue collecting blight slime samples. Now, let's see. Well, that one's an angry slime, but if we keep our distance, they won't notice us. Just need a couple more slimes. It doesn't seem like standing in the slime is actually hurting us. I'm going to attribute that to our druidic magic keeping us safe. Oh my lord! That Dark Ranger's in trouble. Wait. What? Where'd they all go? Here I was being a concerned citizen. I mean, I know it's pointless, but I like to roleplay a little bit. Well, let's first return this lethality samples before we go and see what the Loktar is cooking. Hello, Surge.
What is it?
Oh my! 250? This thing doesn't go past 250. How are you still standing? You should be a puddle of goo by now. Sylvanas would be most displeased with this information. There might be some things we can do to reduce the lethality levels of the area by a few decades, but that still leaves us with about 100 or so years. Bring me those canisters. Excellent work, Zulxochi. You are incredibly resilient to this blight. We'll have to take you in for testing sometime. No thanks. Perhaps with Chet vanquished, the lethality levels of this place will decrease a tad faster. Job well done, Zulxochi. Yay, we are now honored with Undercity. And we got some new bracers to replace our original ones. Actually, I think the original Wild Shifter bracers are slightly better. Well, let's see what the Loktar is cooking. Ah, there is Kasha. Kasha? Drowning. You can... You know you can stand here, right?
So.
Gasp! Help! Drowning! Help! Orkus is drowning! Help me! Quest giver, Zulxochi! Dwarf threw Orkus into the water! Must not die! The shape would be too great!
Loktar.
I will not survive! Help me! Your feet are touching the ground, Orkus. This is shallow water. Just stand up and walk to shore. Oh yes! Orkus has regained his senses. The foul human mage must have cursed Orkus's mind. Quickly, you must get to shore. Kasha is hurt. Kasha, come to me! I am fine! I mean, she's dead. It's a frostworm. It's... Kasha, no! Orc's face turns as red as his armor. The human must have cast some type of mind-altering spell on Orkus. Orkus will explain. I tracked down the decrepit necromancer, Helcula, in hopes of getting a lead on the Alliance movement within Hillsbrad. Helcula tasked me with finding and killing Worgen. Ordinarily, this would not be a problem for Orkus, but I had just eaten several helpings of Dirge's kickin' chimarok chops, causing my bowels to cry out in anguish. That's when the trouble began and how we ended up in the water. Here, Orkus out, Zulxochi!
Go forth to victory.
I just finished making use of the facilities on the docks when... Loktar must have been cooking up a turd. By Hellscream's axe! Oi, Linda! Where are we meeting up with the Ivor Bloodfang fella? And what in Bronzebeard's name is that terrible smell? They're massing at Purgation Isle, just west of us, here off the coast. We are to meet them there in general. As for the smell, I think it's coming from over there. Look there, Linda! What in that? You face Kingslayer Orkus now, dwarf! Kasha, your master needs you! Enough toying around! Let's get out of here, Linda. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention.
Blood and thunder.
I will have my vengeance, but first we must heal Kasha. Kasha will fly against Zulxochi. She must, if you are to claim vengeance. Sadly, Orkus must stay here with Kasha. You must help us, I beg of you. Listen carefully, Questgiver. When I first arrived here, I flew round for days to learn the lay of the land. There is a farm east here that has long since been abandoned and is now overrun by gnolls. On this farm grows a special type of mushroom known as mud snout. Go to the stead and gather mud snout for Kasha. Return here when your pack is full.
Okay. Get some snazzy shoulders. They're quite snazzy shoulders. Not bad.
Dabu.
Okie dokie. Well. Ignore me. Oh, there's Nagas here. And because we're helping Orkus, we're also getting Orgrimmar rep instead of just Undercity rep. Horsies. Deer.
I am out of range.
Mushrooms. And a gnoll. Terrible little creatures. Gnolls. These terrible little creatures are a blight upon any land, which is saying a lot when you consider Hillsbrand as forsaken territory. Kill as many of the gnolls at the Neanderstead as you can, for the good of the world. Kill any 10 gnolls. Okay. There we go. Level up again. Just a little gnoll massacre. Man, we are a force to be reckoned with. Or rather, these gnolls are terribly weak. And cowardly. When they're low on health, they just run away. Which makes sense, actually. More things should be doing that. They've taken a sizable chunk of the current gnoll populace of Hillsbrad. More will take their place. For now, you may sit comfortably knowing that you did your part. I don't feel it's entirely justified. I mean, sure, these gnolls are hostile, but... Hey, there's a big bear over there. Vicious black bear. Anyway, sure, these gnolls are hostile, but they're still sapient creatures, so... I feel thinking of them as a blight is maybe a bit overboard. Hey, we got bark skin. Oh wait, no, arrange that there. Yeah, it's not like... Yeah, no, to cast regrowth we really do switch out of bear form. We can't cast regrowth in bear form. But hey, we can cast bark skin now. Which reduces the damage that we take. So now, if we want to, you know, take things even more seriously, we can do that. Right, let's make our way back to Orkus. Da 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 da. And I kind of want to swim just a little bit, but the shoreline is overrun with Naga. still, if we slip in between. Huh. Somebody died there. And this water's very shallow. Look, if you got an awesome swim form that turns into sort of mosasaur, then you're gonna want to use it.
Strength and honor.
Have you recovered the mud snout? This mushroom is toxic to living things, but provides a restorative boost to the undead. Let us see how Kasha reacts. The time for vengeance has come, Zulxochi. Kasha can once more fly, thanks to you. She will take us to Purgation Isle that we may confront the Stormbike Dwarf General. Vandar Stormbike and his captain, Belinda Stonehearth, both will have to pay for what they have done. Are you ready? Orkus cannot do this alone.
Accompany Kingslayer Orkus to Purgation Isle. Zulxochi, Orkus, and Kasha flew off to Purgation Isle. Where is Orkus? Appears to be a little bug. He's supposed to be on the Frostworm with me. Ah, well. The sigil of the Scarlet Crusade.
Blood and thunder.
This place is dark, foreboding. It smells of piss and fur. There are definitely Worgen here, and very likely dwarves. They made a mistake by not killing me when they had the chance. Perhaps they thought Orkus would drown. Ha! Now they will pay the price for their carelessness. I like the Worgen better when they were a disorganized mess that you'd run in small packs. New Ghislaine Worgen alliance is much more difficult to deal with. Anyway, you and I will tear this island apart, Zulxochi. They will never expect this. Once all of their soldiers are dead, we will confront the leaders. Be on the lookout for attack plans. If we can get our hands on their plans, we will be able to put a stop to the whole invasion. Let's go, Zulxochi.
Kill Stormbike Dwarves and Bloodfang sentries on Purgation Isle.
Forth to victory.
Well, time for some dwarf slaying. There we go. And then we just moonfire all of them. You know, for somebody wearing elite tier 8, no, tier 9? Hold on a second, which tier of warrior armor is that again? That's Ice Crown tier, which is tier 10 even. Okay, for somebody wearing tier 10 warrior armor, elite warrior armor, the fact that he's hanging around in this zone, having trouble with level 20 monsters, is kind of odd. Because he's kind of supposed to be more than 50 levels too high for this stuff.
Look upon the carnage, Zulxochi. You and I make quite the team. Now to find those plans and deal with their leaders. Garrosh Hellscream, Great War Chief or Greatest War Chief?
I'd say he's second worst. No, third worst. Steal the Alliance battle plans.
Now to find their battle plans and take out their leaders. Should we succeed, there's an Orc High Warlord who served in the war in Silverpine that is now stationed at Turn Mill. located in the heart of Hillsbrad. He will grant both of us commendations for this. We will be heroes of the Horde, Zulxochi! Onward! Together we do defeat the Alliance filth.
Go with honor.
Okie dokie. Let's go and do that. Ignore all the corpses, that's not ominous. We're just walking up a little mountain trail. Hey! So. Okay. And be very quiet. We're going in sneaky style. Haha! There's no getting away this time, Orc. What? What? I think I'm doing something wrong.
I will kill the guard at the table, and then I will draw attention of the trio. While I have them distracted, you will get the plans from the guard's corpse. I will call Akasha to pick you up. Do not worry about Orkus, Zulxochi. I will be fine. When you're ready to go, we will go. Are you ready? You will have to act quickly, Zulxochi. I do not know how long I can hold them all off. Get the plans and get out.
I'm ready, Orkus. Let's do this.
Horde.
Get the plans and go!
Oh, well, we can't help him.
Forget about me, Kasha! Go!
We came back for him. We're not leaving you there.
Kasha, you came back for me. You are the best friend that Orkus ever had, Zulxochi. I never knew anyone like you. You saved me, Zulxochi. More than once. I know it's selfish, but I have something to ask of you. Please take care of Kasha. Make sure she finds a cold place to live. Somewhere safe.
Orkus? Orkus! He's dead. Don't worry, Orkus. I'll take care of Kasha. I'll take good care of Kasha.
Loktar.
What happened? What have you got in your hands there? He died to get this here? Do not mourn Orkus. He died with honor, with pride. He died a hero of the Horde. From Lordaeron to Kalimdor, they will know his name, and they will sing songs of glory, praising the fallen champion of the Horde. Know that what you did will save hundreds, maybe thousands of lives. You are also true hero of the Horde, Zulxochi. Sniff.
Speak, friend.
He looks somber. He will be honored as a hero of the Horde, just as he always hoped. What you and Orkus did will save hundreds of lives and ensure that our foothold in Hillsbrad is not lost. Spoilers of the hero, or gloves of the hero. Well, let's get the gloves. Gloves is an actual upgrade. Marginally, but it's an upgrade. Oh, At Alterac Mountains. Okay, wait. Okay. I will study the Stormpike battle plans and prepare for an assault. Actually, you know what? We'll save this for the next episode. I think we got enough here for now. Yeah, welcome to Terran Mill. Oh dear lordy lord, there's so many quests to do here. Holy fudgesicles. I'm gonna go explore which ones I want to do, because I don't think I'm gonna do all of them. Yeah, it already wants us to potentially move on to different zones, but I think we'll do some more. Actually, do we want to do more Hillsbrad? I mean, currently, okay, we know what happened to Johnny Awesome. And we've saved Dumas. I don't know if Dumas is still hanging around somewhere. But as you can see, particularly with heirlooms, you level up pretty darn fast. So maybe we'll go somewhere else for a little bit more variety. We've gotten a good impression of what the Hillsbrad foothills are like. So you know what? I'll leave it up to a question. Do I stay here in Hillsbrad and hang out with the Forsaken some more, or do I go to one of these destinations? Let's see. I think Northern Stranglethorn. I really like jungle zones. It's quite pretty there, and there's a lot of troll lore we can dig into. The Southern Barrens, there's some specifically druid-related stuff. And there's also a big Alliance Horde war front there. The Arathi Highlands, we dig a little bit back into some of the events of Warcraft 2. With Stromgarde, which was a major human nation, which has since fallen, and now there's contention about whether or not the Forsaken or the humans own it. Or well, there's all sorts of places we can go, but I think I'm gonna let it be either we go to Stranglethorn, or we stay here, unless one of the other ones sounded really interesting. I think we'll do that. I think we'll have enough hills. Leave it up to the choice of a certain respected viewer. So until then, I'm just gonna go and have a rest in this inn. What do you want? You want East Point Tower? Yeah, and that's more breadcrumbs leading to other places. Huh. I'm Makar Orc Shaman. 52. Anyway, until next time, wherever that may take us. Boop!